I'm not saying that you don't have to do your part. Please look. But how can we know? Suppose you are feeling comfortable with a certain person, you're feeling attracted to a certain person. How do we know if our feeling in love is true love? Very pertinent question, no? How do we know if our feeling in love is true love? This is exactly the question engaged university student couple asked the Pope last year at the World Meeting of Families in Milan. This is what the Holy Father says. He says, falling in love as an emotion is not eternal. The emotion of love must be purified. Okay, so emotion is only a starting point. So it must be purified. It must undertake a journey, he says, of discernment in which the mind and the will also comes to play. So, along with emotion, you invite your mind and your will to go in a journey of discernment. In the rite of marriage in the church, you see there are these questions, just before your vows, there's a few questions which the priest asks the couple, right? So, let's say Alan and Sasha are standing in front of the altar, and then what does the priest ask? The priest asks Alan, feel a lot of love for Sasha. So what he asked? Did he ask you that? Oh, you didn't, is it? Okay. Or Sasha, you might remember. Did he ask you, like, when you look into Alan's eyes, do you feel attracted to him? So what he asked you? He didn't ask you that either. Where did you all get married? Okay, basically, you see, this is all that what I described just now is only feeling, it's only emotion. You see, that has not been ratified by the mind and the will, that has not been confirmed by a discernment in the presence of God. You see, so it's only a feeling. Feeling can come and go, we know that. It can be a roller coaster, we know that, right? Now, so the Holy Father says, this is why in the rite of marriage, the church does not ask whether you are in love, but whether you want it, whether you are resolved. It must then involve the will and the mind in a journey, ideally a period of engagement, of purification, of great profundity. Profundity means depth, meaning, so that it is truly all of man. So when it is indeed the time for your marriage, that is truly all of man, with all his capacities, with all the discernment of reason and the force of will, who says, yes, this is my life, I do. Beautiful, isn't it? So that journey must happen if you want a strong marriage. Before you can say yes in front of God, that journey must have happened, you see. So a lot of people who just jump into just a feeling-based relationship often end in hot water because of this. That journey has never happened. Okay? Alright, now the next is the destination. So if you've made this discernment, our next destination is the actual sacrament of marriage. Now, it is not the same as two people getting married. The sacrament is only when two baptized Christians enter into a covenant with God, a sacramental marriage happens. Okay? The church can bless an inter-religious marriage, but the church is only blessing a natural marriage there. For a sacrament to happen, this is what is required. This is a beautiful excerpt from a presentation by Father Richard Hogan, based on John Paul II's Theology of the Body. But to understand what he's talking about marriage, I have a few slides in the beginning which introduces what it is to be a person. Okay, so we quickly go through that. So we know Genesis says we are created in the image and likeness of God. So for Blessed John Paul II, that means that we are created. Image and likeness of God means we are created as persons. Okay, what does it mean? Are there, so plants and animals are not persons, right? So in this world, are there other persons besides men, besides us human beings? In heaven there is. In eternity there is. There are persons of the Trinity, we know. Angels are also persons. Is body part of the definition of a person, theologically speaking? No. So what then is a person theologically? It's the mind and the will. So I have to rush through this because we are short of time. But okay, why did God make us as persons? Why did He create us as persons? Because if He wanted more persons, He could have had any number of angels in heaven. He wanted more bodies, He could have made any number of animals in earth. But what is it that we bring to the party? What's unique? What's our unique contribution? Because we are a very strange mixture of person and body. So we can be called enfleshed spirits or spiritualized bodies. Right? So why exactly? Precisely because of this. That unique combination is unique to man. We are persons with bodies. That means we manifest personhood in the visible world. Okay, I make this, it's a very profound thought. It sounds simple, but it's very, very, very deep. John Paul II says, when Adam and Eve first came and stood in the Garden of Eden, that is the first time that the created visible world sees in the physical reality two persons. So the very first time what it is to be a person. Angels can't do that because they don't have bodies. Before